the training is so sacred, really detailed, and in the most simple format that it is very easy to take it on board and almost absorb it into how you're going to use it in your own way forwards. And the way that you teach is so admirable, and as a therapist who's done heaps of training, I really have got, hats off to you. You really are at the top of your game from what I've experienced, and I really appreciate that in a sacred space holder. It feels really beautiful to be able to learn from you.
And of course, you are incredible, so yeah, you really kind of make the space really safe and beautiful, and it feels honest and genuine, and I think I can really feel how your experience kind of flows through you, and you're kind of sharing that wisdom from a massive place of deep understanding, and I think that's incredibly empowering. So yeah,
That there's lots of training you can do to develop your spiritual business, and there's all sorts of things people out there teaching, yet this has to be by far the best.
So I think before coming here, my challenges were being in a group of people and being accepted by people and accepting myself, and allowing myself to feel that sort of thing. And since coming here and doing the work and taking part in in everything involved, really, it's taught me so much, and now I feel much more able to be in a group and to accept myself and allow others to accept me.
It is so cold, and finding of the right master is very important, and you are the one. So thank you from the depths of my heart. Thank you. No, thank you. A selfless master that gives from the depths of her heart. Because I have been a lecturer myself, I've been a teacher myself. And a teacher is someone who is selfless, give from the depths of her heart and let the child, the student grow, give them the seed and nurture it. And you do that selflessly. So, thank you from heaven and above. Thank you. Thank you.
do it. Absolutely do it. I think if you're even considering the possibility of it being a thing, do it. I think it's really important that no one has the kind of fear of, well, why am I doing it? Who am I doing it for? Am I, does this mean I have to go and heal people? Does it mean I have to do this? I think it's a really massive, valuable tool for just that self-development. So I think anyone who's yearning to connect with themselves more and understand, their kind of experience more, do it. Definitely do it. Yeah.
Why wouldn't anyone want to do this? Because it's only, if you are really committed to your self-development path, then this is it. This is giving you everything you need. And more.
And do you have a favourite moment of the 4 days?
All of it. Opening of the directions, when the serpent comes in, wonderful. And the initiation itself, the rites, the mesa rites, it takes you to a different dimension. He or she that hasn't done it, if they want to be blissful and if they want to travel, a lot of people talk about astral journey, talk about sitting in meditation and losing themselves. Please come and feel the rites and embrace it.
that there's lots of training you can do to develop your spiritual business, and there's all sorts of things people out there teaching, yet this has to be by far the best business teaching, the process, the deep heritage that's totally infused throughout the whole work, and how simple the tools are to use when you follow the process. You tap into the gift of the serpent and your intuition to follow, and of course the people you work with, to follow what's going to be appropriate for them, and you've empowered us to use these tools in our business and done it in such a beautiful way. I really want to thank you for that. Yeah, truly, thank you.
And the best bit of it all was a closing ceremony when all our sisters huddled up together. It felt like we were all holding Mother Earth. And I saw ourselves just in the universe, in the cosmos, you know, the stars, everything there. We are just around Mother Earth, just holding in the void. That was the best present ever, to be able to hold Mother Earth like that and witness this selfless and divine love. So thank you. Thank you. From the depths of my heart. Thank you. Because it's not just for us, it's for everybody. The world.
I think my favourite moment was probably just before we left the right at the end kind of thing, when knowing that everyone's kind of gone on this amazing journey together, and everyone's kind of walking out not quite as they were when they walked in on the first day, and everyone's just that little bit, well, little bit is a very big understatement, is much more connected and just, yeah, life-changing. I think there was just something inside me that kind of said that that this will help, kind of thing, you know. I'd say for anyone thinking of coming, just go for it. just go for it, you know. Yeah.
I really have felt as I'm like the caterpillar in the mushy stage, and that my business and I needed a whole new layer of support, and I didn't know what that looked like or felt like, but I knew that it was very much connected with my roots and the things that had been nudging me all my life rather than showing up in the present. I didn't really know how to access it, and then I had the call to come and do the training, and it felt absolutely right. As soon as I made that connection and you said we'd have access to the energy of the South, stuff started coming up from me straight away. So I knew that it was absolutely right. It was almost as if as soon as it came into my awareness, I stepped onto the wheel anyway. So that really, really helped.
So I think my biggest reasons for doing it, I kind of felt the pull to do it, because I've been noticing how I've been very kind of stuck in my victim mode, noticing that I've been kind of really limiting myself from kind of, you know, feeling my full amount of feelings. So I think it's felt like something that I've needed to do, to start to try and understand how to work with myself, work with kind of the archetype of my victim, but also to kind of gain some tools and knowledge to work with the energies, in the hopes that that might be an avenue that kind of works for me and helps me on my own journey, but also because I'm very drawn to help other people to heal, and I would, you know, this feels really beautiful for me on my own kind of personal development, but also to help other people. So yeah, I think that's why I've been pulled to do this, definitely.
There were so many golden nuggets through the weekend. The biggest takeaway was how flexible it can be within a beautiful sacred framework.
Mm-hmm.
And so that felt really gorgeous, and embodying the feminine and the intuitive side. That's a huge takeaway. Oh gosh, how powerful the stones are, and how we create what we put into them, the energy that we put into them, how they are able to be a tool and a teacher and a guide through your own experience and your own stories, how they then are able to help empower others and create this ripple effect of healing around the world, which just sings to my soul on every level. So that's another. And then the third one was, if I can only take three, is the serpent energy herself. Meeting serpent in her space was just breathtaking. And although that was a vision, and who's to say it wasn't a real experience in the physical, just in another dimension, what she gifted me was such an embodied experience that I just look at who I see in my mind's eye, and I can feel the gift she gave me, and I really believe that's going to come with me for the next however long, maybe forevermore. So huge takeaways.
I think one of the things is kind of around honouring my own kind of maybe strength, my own sacredness. I feel like, particularly with the mesas, there's something really beautiful in that physical representation of that, which I think is going to really help.
I've really met some new parts of myself during this course. Like, you make it so available to meet the new parts because you hold everyone so safely. So it's almost like, for me, it's an opportunity to test, okay, can I lean into that a little more than I would, or do something a little differently than I normally would, because there's space to make those decisions and observe the opportunities. So that feels really special, and I get so excited about learning new things and thinking about how I can make my offerings more engaging and like take my clients deeper into their journeys, and again tap into more of their stuff that they haven't accessed before. So regulating my own system to hold that space for others going forward feels really good.
I think my favourite moment was that last kind of connection where everybody was stood in a circle, and it kind of felt like everyone had kind of reached a similar state of surrender and love in that moment to, kind of, it felt very accepting. It felt like everybody had kind of fully connected with each other, and, everyone just was in a really beautiful state of connection, which I think highlighted the power of that for me. I think it's really important that people get the opportunity to experience that. It definitely amplifies the things that, are going on, and helps, I think, me at least get to a more surrendered state of acceptance of myself. Yeah.
I like to be stretched. I like to be challenged, and it's refreshing to come into these spaces because I learn new things and I'm challenged, but also I feel so held. That connection is it's so enriching, and it's deeper than most experiences that are available. So the more we do this, the more we can bring that to make it more regular, because that's my little heart makes it feel nice. You're welcome.